Oh, I should probably move it.
And we are back with another episode of Geeking Out. I'm Taman Kane, and I'm here with some of the greatest people in the world, Ricky and Cadence. How are y'all doing?
Oh, we good. We're tired, but we good.
Doing all right.
Doing all right.
Trying to adjust to this time change situation.
still.
No, because see, the time changed, and then I changed time zones. So.
Oh no!
And realities, okay.
Yikes!
I was very confused today because I was like, wait a minute. 2 weeks ago, it didn't take me this long. It wasn't this time when I got here, and I took the same flight. Got here today, and I was like, what time is it?
That full moons, eclipse, blood moons.
And we're in retrograde.
Look,
Pure chaos.
We're in microwave. I hate it.
Be just mindful of your emotions and your speech. And when you feel those feelings, take a moment.
You should have told me that this morning because I've been like over it this morning.
No,
I try to keep myself down, like really low, like energetically, so I don't do that. But every time I'm in like somebody pings me at work or someone says, it just rises up real. Like,
I was like, ooh, yes, I am feeling that right now. Some of the nonsense that I put up with, it's I'm getting very agitated. So I'm trying to.
I get it. Just breathe through it, sister. Mm-hmm. I get irritable anyway, just in general. And so we're going to kick off tonight with a wonderful subject. Last week we talked about Daredevil, and we're not through with them yet. But this week we thought it would be so much more interesting to dive into a new show that came out, which was
so much more
of Time. Wheel of Time season 3 started last week. Right. Mm-hmm. And so it was super exciting. I can't wait to dive into this conversation. We got 3 episodes to discuss. So get your popcorn, get your cocktail, and get ready to hang out with us for the next, hour and some change. Yeah. All righty. So we don't have a drinking game tonight, but I think we should drink something.
Dang, I had a drink for nothing.
Okay. Well, the drinking word of tonight will be will. Okay.
Now that's too much.
No. Yeah, we're doing it.
Or dragon.
We deserve. Everybody's irritable. Everybody's tired. We deserve to get wasted, take a shower, and go night-night.
Right.
Well, so, in that we'll take a sip.
Mm-hmm. I knew it was coming, so I figured I'd get ahead of the game.
I didn't think it's really okay. There we go.
Thanks for this. Remember that?
It did. Okay, so I think we should kick off with what we're geeking out about. And I'll start. Today, they released photos of the Mortal Kombat movie that is set to come out, I think, in April, next month, maybe. And so for those of us who love that video game franchise and a fan of the film series, we get a new edition, and the set photos look super dope. We got to see Johnny Cage for the first time with his little makeover and all those things. We saw Katana. It was exciting. That's what I got.
I know the last film wasn't like it was a film.
It was just a film.
It was just a film.
I enjoyed it.
From what I'm understanding, it fixed a lot of the things from the last movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the test screenings have all been good, but all the test screenings have said 2 things, and that they sideline a lot of characters for Johnny Cage and Katana, which is okay because I like Katana, so that makes me happy.
Okay. I'll probably watch it anyway. That's fine.
Well, I'll be there.
Yeah.
What about you? Anybody else screaming about anything? Because I have one more, but I don't want to steal it if somebody else has it.
No, go ahead. Only for me. I'm not. Mine's more real life, personal.
To my surprise, Snow White, and everybody was just dragging the new Snow White because of the casting and all those things that we know why they were dragging the casting of this thing. And the screenings came out phenomenal. They said it's fine. They said both of them are great in these roles. So don't be doing that. Sometimes you can recast. Snow White is a fictional character.
I like Rachel Ziegler. Like, I have no problem with any. And the thing is, like, she says stuff, but like, she's not wrong majority of the time.
I like
I
Gal
don't think-
Gadot too, and she looks great in this.
I don't know. Gal Gadot, I really don't necessarily care for, because I don't really care for her as Wonder Woman.
Ooh,
So
that was because she was pretty. We all know that.
oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Mm.
I mean,
I'm just not interested in the fairy tale movies as a whole these days. We've seen Snow White 50 different ways, live action,
Yeah.
and I don't care. So yeah.
My favorite one is Sigourney Weaver. It's more of a horror tale of Snow White, and
mhm.
Sigourney Weaver plays the evil queen.
Is that the hunter?
And that's Charlize Theron.
Oh, okay.
Further back, like the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Sigourney Weaver played the evil queen, and she ate.
Mm.
It was scary too. What about you, Cam? Are you screaming? I mean, are you geeking out about it?
I'm geeking out about Solo Leveling again. I believe we just entered the season finale. I believe that's what I just watched this past yesterday. It is still a phenomenal show, and the cliffhanger that I left off on was Chef's Kiss. It was it was a irritating cliffhanger, but it was so perfect to end on just one word. And we knew what was about to happen, but we just can't see. I can't wait. I cannot.
Wait, what show is this?
Solo Leveling. It's an anime.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, but
the way you described that cliffhanger, I was like, did I dream that or did I see that recently in something else? But it sounded good, but I wasn't sure. Okay.
and I actually think you will like it because the functionality of the main character's power is kind of like game related in how he levels up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool show. I really enjoy it. There's this whole hot take that it copies another popular anime called Hunter or Hunter X Hunter is how you might see it. But yeah, that's been going around, and I'm just like, oh please, it is not the same. They may have some similarities, but I'm just like, most anime have similarities. So what are we even talking about?
What doesn't have
similarities? Enjoy the fucking show. The show is phenomenal.
What doesn't have similarities?
Right.
Yeah, like the show is fire. Like it still has its own unique concept, and with how it just approaches the lore of the world. And I'm just like, whatever y'all talking about. Shut up. Who cares? Who cares? The show is fire. It's phenomenal. The action sequences, top notch. And then I'm also geeking out. The Demon Slayer movie is about to come to theaters, even though all the Demon Slayer movies do when they come to theaters is they recap the last part of the previous season, and then they give you like the new episode in one thing. So I mean, I'm still geeking out about it because I still go see them in theater anyway because it's still another phenomenal show. And yeah, so we're ready to see them take on the Demon Castle. Excited about this.
Well, I guess for me, I'd be spring break is coming up.
Oh,
I'm ready for that because I'm about to be on a cruise.
Yes, come on, cruise.
So I'm gonna be doing that. It's carnival. It's gonna be carnival, and then I don't plan on doing any excursions. I think I'm just gonna really just relax on the boat and not have to do anything else. Yeah, that's what I'm excited for.
You should be. That sounds like absolutely.
Yeah. The burgers are gonna be phenomenal.
Yes, they are.
The what?
The burgers.
Okay.
And the chocolate molten lava cake.
You already got your menu selected.
Look, I'm there for whatever, but
okay.
I just know like 2 mimosas in the morning, and then whatever drinks during the day, and then at least a couple glasses of wine at nighttime.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we just jump right into it.
Yeah.
You know how we like to do on Geeking Out? We like to take quizzes and have a good time and play games. So we also did a quiz to figure out which Wheel of Time character we were. So let's get this party started.
Okay. Oh, before
First
we start,
thing.
can I shout out the person that did this art back here?
Oh, please.
I found it while I was searching for like a background, and this is Egwen
Mhm.
Alvear, and it's fan art by Corey Lansdell. So if you see it anywhere on the Googles, I think it's on Reddit. But shout out to him. This is a great fan art. So,
It's awesome.
yep.
Good.
Wanted to give credit before I get sued.
Oh,
We can't have that.
We can't have that. No.
happy. Starting with me. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
F boy.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters on this show.
I'm the keeper of the
But-
horns. I'm the keeper of the horns, so we'd all be dead. So everybody should be grateful. You're welcome. Because everybody could have died. And
The
that's all I'm
recast
saying.
was okay. The recast was fine. I sort
He
of
got
forgot
recast?
about it. Yeah, he wasn't the original one. He's the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
It's
Yeah.
been so long. See, they did a great job.
I thought it was the same person.
We know this character. We've seen characters like this in other stories. We know his story arc. I'm happy that he's going to go through it. I hope he doesn't become one of the Forsaken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
F-
good question. Let me write that down. Hold
This
on.
is
I'm hoping,
Rand's
I'm hoping
homeboy.
so too.
You called him a what?
This is Rand's homeboy, but he's the F up, the F boy.
He's just getting in
Especially-
situations he can't help himself. That
This is-
knife.
He's
that
getting,
got him,
he's
like,
getting
Season
it
one.
together.
Yeah.
since
season
season
one,
one,
F
that
boy.
knife he grabbed, he just had a rough time.
But season
Yeah.
3, he's solid. He's present.
He's got those sisters to think of, you know.
Yeah.
He's got to help support his family.
I guess I could ask this now since I'm writing it down, but because it was part of the quiz question. What group did you guys select that you want to join? The Aes Sedai, the Forsaken, or the Something of Light?
Aes Sedai.
I said, "I." What
Okay,
you mean?
Forsaken was close, but Aes Sedai was the answer.
No, yeah, I wasn't gonna be no Forsaken.
I love the witch hunter, the black guy. I love his character. He is so funny.
Oh, he was.
He's great. And he had a small cameo in these 3 episodes, but whatever. Next to the stage.
All right, so this one is Tom Maryland. I had to look up to see who he is, but let's see. He's rich. Know that much. He's known as the Gray Fox. Let's see. That's. I mean, like you see him in season 1. That's it. He's from season 1.
Yeah. Did he
Yeah.
die? I feel like he died or he left forever.
We don't know. Yeah, he left forever. We don't see him.
How rude.
Yeah, well, you know. Hopefully I still got money.
Facts.
Yeah. So shout out to Tom.
And next up is
He tickles me. I love him.
Loal, the best friend to the end. I love his best friend. I will tell you that much, or whoever that guy is, the wolf guy. He's one of my favorites for a few reasons.
Yes.
Absolutely. I can't tell you much about this man. Every time I look at him, I think about a werewolf, but he's not absolutely a werewolf.
No.
It's just crazy. He seems loyal, and that's probably why I got him, because that question was like, what do you cherish most? I think it was loyalty, friendship, and a third.
Courage.
And I picked
Courage,
loyalty.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he is, per his name. Loyalty.
Stop.
Okay, so we're gonna make sure we put that quiz. I'm frozen.
Oh.
Am I?
A little, yeah. There you go.
We're gonna make sure we put that quiz in the chat somewhere, so you guys can take that quiz and you can let us know who you are in this entire franchise.
And let us know so we can look up who it is exactly.
And also, we'll post another link so you can actually cross-reference who that person was, because you may not know. But we knew. We knew all these people. Okay. We know this show.
Right.
So we're going to kick off tonight by exactly how they kicked it off for us, with a banger. Okay,
Woo.
so sit back and enjoy as we get ready to video begin.
Use the power against your sisters in this hall. You have betrayed us all, and now you will be tried still and give up every member of the Black Order before you die.
You're right. I will. Join me. Get away from the door.
You will not pass us.
You want your Aes Sedai killed, you fool? Move!
And we are back. Okay, so I had no clue what we were into when we started this season. And this is literally the first couple of moments of the episode. I was gagged, but I want to know what y'all thought about this opening number.
Way to start the show. Just because the Raj are always on 10. So like, and her number 1 is always on like 100. So just that whole dynamic. And also I love what's her name? Sophie Okonidu. The actress.
Nynaeve?
No, she is
the Supreme
mother.
Lady.
Yeah.
Sianu Sanche.
Yes. I love her.
Yeah, I do too.
I've seen her in other things, and I love her. I love her in fantasy and sci-fi. She's wonderful.
She's basically from Bridgerton, but she's not at all. She reminds me of the queen from Bridgerton.
The first time I saw her, she was in Hotel Rwanda with Don Cheadle.
Oh.
Yeah. That's where I recognize her from. She played his wife. Oh. But I've loved her in other stuff she's been in.
I felt like this is the best we've seen her in, like, using her force.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was really nice to see.
Yeah.
I thought it was very chaotic to start. Yeah, I was waiting for that bitch to get her one. I've been waiting for the past 2 seasons for her to die. Leandrin, that is. I've wanted somebody to hand her head on a platter.
Because she's been talking real slick since day one.
She's been talking stuff. She's moving real greasy, real grimy. Like, you are a shadow friend. Like, you're out of it, girl. It's a wrap for you. And when those girls decide to step off their motherfucking thrones,
that was everything.
I was like, you bitches. Everybody needs to die now.
They all ops.
The Supreme needs to be Supreme, man. Okay, I don't know. She was so focused on Leandria. She was so focused on Leandria that she didn't see. I mean, she was trying to do both. She's trying to focus on them and the other.
She should have killed her. She should have just went ahead and killed her. She already got her
right. Split her in half.
Finish the job. Finish the job.
And then move to them.
You were already burning her skin away. Just explode her into confetti.
What can you do, Queen Mother?
And then those other two bitches,
they were twirling.
Right.
No. I mean, yeah, they protected her, but I'm talking about them other two bitches that let what's her damn name? That former brown woman.
Mm-hmm. Naomi.
Naomi. Mm-hmm. The little person.
Oh my gosh, that scene right there, that was a mess.
She was a little powers, yeah.
Go steal the artifacts and hurt my girl. Oh, everybody's got to go now.
She was nasty work this season. She was nasty work this season, and especially that so far, especially that Red Wedding episode. I don't know. We haven't got. That's episode 3. I think,
yeah, that is episode 3. But
yeah, that was nasty work what they did. Okay. However, episode 1, the opening was phenomenal, and it really set the tone for really the next 3 episodes, and I assume the rest of the season, because it's all about betrayal. It's all about comeuppance, because they are on Leandria's neck. Okay, they're trying to find her, and when they threw that stone at the Queen Mother, I was like, y'all can't do that to her.
But let me tell you about the girl who I'm really sick of, and what the fuck. Hold on.
The bald-headed one.
Ooh, she made me mad too.
Not the bald-headed one. The one who can't never do nothing. The one who can't never access the power.
Nynaeve.
Yeah.
Baby, was she
why supposed to do the wisdom? Man.
I'm ready.
I want so much more for her.
In the face.
What is her power? Because she does stuff at certain times.
If you don't get to training, I'll smack the piss out of you.
Well, what was the point of going through this portal if you didn't learn nothing?
She makes me mad. She makes me real mad. Because, girl, you've known that you've had power since before they even came to get you out that village. And you still won't do nothing with it. You still can't even access your stuff. And you up here trying to help on a whim and almost got your ass crushed in that meeting.
Right. Sure did.
Do better. Do better.
I'm trying to
big time better.
Or either do better or die. I want her to choose whether she wants to live or die. And if you don't learn how to use your power, then you're gonna die. And you need to, because I'm sick of it. You leaning on, you're a burden. You are a heavy burden to carry. You don't need to be around nobody, because everybody got to protect you all the damn time.
Damn.
I can't do it. Oh, it's not working. Oh, what am I doing?
You didn't practice enough.
Please, Leviosa, idiot. While up, and then that brings me to this vision that we have of Nynaeve being the new Supreme and her backup dancers up there on my picture.
Hey.
The girl was just talking about, huh?
That's Egwene.
Egwene, and then Nynaeve to her.
Oh yeah,
right.
That's a stupid bitch.
Yeah, I assume at this point she got her powers unlocked because now she's third in command.
Fuck her.
While we're talking about this picture, is she a princess or a queen in training? The redhead,
the one on the left.
Yeah,
she's a princess. She's gonna
be a queen. Okay, yeah, so she's gonna be everything. What did you say?
It is Andor. It is called Andor, but it just made me think of Star Wars.
Don't ruin this for us.
Yeah, she's gonna be the new lion seat when her mother retires. Seeing that background was quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, this little dream, that little vision right there. So it already made me very frustrated just to realize that Rand is the Dragon Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he's the dragon, knowing that makes me frustrated because I was hoping it was one of the girls. But now he's starting to piss me off.
Her little vision, I don't know if it's a vision or it was just that quest that she went through, right? Because they were all different. Last season, Nynaeve, she went through there and saw all this stuff, but hers this season seemed different. It seemed like it's actually going to happen. Like she saw the future. of
Mm-hmm.
Rand killing her and trying to kill her, and her eventually probably ended up killing him.
Oh, Billy, will we? Well, then we'll just stick to the show.
Okay.
We'll just
'Cause
stick to
look,
the
I
show.
promise you right now, like Rand is like Rand
Why,
didn't piss
Billy?
me
Tell
off in
us.
Rand didn't piss me off in the beginning. Rand was kind of like annoying, lovesick guy for a little while in the beginning.
He still is.
He is, but now he has power, so that makes it worse. Like, he has
Well, I
some
mean, now we
opinions.
just kind of deal with him kind of coming to terms with what that looks like and what his future is supposed to be per this prophecy and
Wheel. I don't
all
care.
that jazz, and hopefully it turns out good, but from what Billy's saying, it's gonna keep going downhill from here. So
How many books are in this series? This is a saga.
Asaka, is that what you said?
No, I was like,
No.
how many books are in the series? This was a saga.
Oh,
Like,
I don't know.
it
We'll
has
see.
too many. So there's books, and then there's novels, and then like I know there's graphic novels, and it's a lot.
Well, they say when men have access to the one power, it drives them mad. So I mean, it's believable. Like
which is why I thought it was like a vision, or it could be her fears manifesting. I'm not really sure, but I like seeing that if that's where the future Rand goes through things, and the more powerful, the more ass hat he gets. All the males, to be honest. Yeah,
sounds about right.
Egwene, is that her name?
Egwene
is the only one that's about that business. Ever since
yeah, she got that power. She got that.
She got that collar. I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. She got a little bob now. Look at her. Can't tell her nothing.
Right.
Got a new bob.
Mm-hmm.
A new cut, a new color.
And she said, okay, I want to go through this thing. As soon as she came out, okay, I'm leaving. Girl,
she said, all right, I'm not staying in this castle, baby.
She said, like, I ain't really having to follow what you're doing, because this is what you got, what your plans are not it. So
where's my man?
I did what I need to do. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Your plans aren't my plans, baby.
Your plans are not my plans.
We are not aligned. We are not aligned.
We are not the same.
Not aligned.
I don't care what you're talking about. I'm about to go on this quest.
We can't even collaborate.
I'll let you when I come back.
With my man and my new jacket.
I'll let you when I come back for that seat, baby.
Yeah, because guess what? I've already seen how this ends. You're out of here.
Right.
Keep
I'm
my
up
seat
next. Okay, I'm up next.
I'm up next. Where's my girls?
I'll be back.
Where my girls?
I'll be back.
From the
How you know that? I know. You may not know it. You may not be here for it, but
right.
Because I don't know this. Okay, so that I don't know what I want from Queen Mother. She did great in the little throne room scene.
Mm-hmm.
But I really wanted, like, when they were looking for those girls, I wanted her to show out in the city. But they showed out.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? They're not the Forsaken. They're called the Dark.
They're the Black Aja.
Black Aja.
Or is it Dark? It's a Dark Aja.
No, it's Black Aja.
Yeah, whoever they are, they're bad people, and so they acted accordingly, and I appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
The villain side of me loved how they showed up in this episode, how they cleared this city.
They sure did,
and they got out of there.
But see, they killed Yvonne or Ivan, whatever you say his name, and that broke my heart.
It pissed me off. I was like, black man,
why you destroy that throuple like that?
Yeah,
yeah.
And now they broken,
and they all feel it.
You just destroying homes. Destroying homes.
Ooh, that made me so mad. I was so tore up because they were giving them the business, and she had killed her, and she should have been dead. That stupid healer. They should have killed that healer too.
Of course, that bald head lady got to go too.
Because Leandra was dead.
Leandra is dead twice. That's her second time. Almost.
She was run through with that baby. They had twirled them in that street. Okay, the three of them had went to work. They threw that. She threw that fire at her. She said, "No man."
They came right through. What's up? See, this is what I've been wanting from this show from season 1. Like, this is the point where we are, where it's action forward. The special effects look great in this season so far. are. And it's not even the main characters that I'm excited about. It's these other people that are twirling in this episode. Like all the side characters are so good, especially Lanfear. But we haven't got to her yet. I love her.
Hated it.
All the Forsaken, actually. Okay, so my memory's little. Where do we go after the street brawl? Because when they're not fighting and they're on a little separate having conversation, I'm like, I'm trying to protect y'all.
So that's actually one of my things about the show in general, but also with the season, it performs exactly like a novel, but it doesn't. It can't. It's hard to keep up with, if that makes sense. Like there's too many things happening at once. When you're reading, it's a little easier to sort through. It's a little easier to be like, oh, okay, boom, this is happening. Boom, oh, let me go back. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, blah, 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 blah. But when you're watching this show, it's so fast paced, and then they're talking about so much that it's easy to kind of lose certain plot points and lose a lot of information. And so sometimes you can really find yourself being lost and a little bit confused.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I had to watch probably the second and third episodes like twice.
That's where the meat is. And I was on my way to do that, but I had to go work out some other stuff. I was finishing episode 1 again, and then I was getting ready to do the other 2 because you're right. That's where the meat of this thing is. And a lot of stuff, I was like, what are they talking about? I'm like, what are you?
Yeah, I was like, what? How do we get here? Why are we? What? Who's doing what?
There's so many plot points.
Yeah, because now we on everybody's little side quest. And
I hate when this happens in stories.
There was so much violence in this first episode. So like you have the opening scene, the opening like fight scene, and then later on, like where all the core group, the core friends get back together, and Moran's trying to get Rand to go somewhere else. Was it Lanfear?
Yeah.
Like basically attacks them.
Yeah, they could come up with a little scheme to try and drive the friends apart so that Rand can become what he's supposed to become and whatever.
Let him become it.
And so they're trying to make it seem like Moraine and Lanfear, or at least Lanfear, made it seem like their agendas align in terms of purpose, but they can't possibly. But I don't know. It's
right.
It's perception, which I love how that's weaved. But what my problem is that there's so many plots and so many subplots and so many relationships.
Well, now you're about to have some more because the friends are separating up into little factions and traveling on other places, and so now you got like 3 other storylines to work on.
It's like we have Loel and my favorite character. I can't think of his name, but on this website, and I'm looking at the top 5 characters that people looked up, and number 5 is the Forsaken, and he's not even in the other one. So everybody else is besides Nanine, whatever her name is. But anywho,
his parent is
Perrin.
No, it's not.
No,
was it Bane? No, it's not Perrin. Maybe it's Bane or Chet. Hold on.
Is it Lan?
Is it? No, it's not Elaine. Is it?
It's Perrin. It's Perrin.
It is Perrin.
Perrin. It's Perrin.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's Perrin. I need to know what a wolf brother is, and I need them to go into that now.
We still need to know more about
sidelined every season. He looks great this season. His hair's busting. Y'all need to go ahead and give him his things. And per this website,
his eyes are permanently changed.
A wolf brother is the term given to a human man who develops an extremely close connection to wolves, adopting some wolf-like characteristics and abilities. Communication, golden eyes. Wolf brother's eyes will turn golden like the other.
I love his golden eyes. Those are so cool.
He looks good with them.
But he don't turn into one, which is good.
Yeah,
I didn't want him to turn into a werewolf.
I don't want to be like a werewolf, but it would have been cool to have him turn into a wolf. Like, I thought that was where we were going with it, but I
thought so too. You know, I'm like the ones. Give me a moonlight ring, so I don't have to turn. I could just have my eyes glow and show my powers and jump real high. And I feel like he's gonna get that moonlight treatment where he moon
Not
ring.
the moonlight
He's gonna be the
treatment.
one. Okay.
The moonstone curse.
The moon, yes. Put this ring on, you'll be fine. No more pain, no more change.
He had this, so he had some kind of ring on him.
Yeah.
Some jewelry and it broke.
And I was hoping that meant like he's about to.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Oh, can we pause for 1 second? That scene where they all got attacked by something, like somebody was coming out of the mirrors. Nanine got stabbed up real bad. It was like a horror movie. And I can't remember what episode it was. Do y'all?
This is the first episode. So these were two separate like attacks. That one was the one with the mirrors was, what's her name?
That was episode 1. That was Lanfear.
Yeah. Yes. And so, but then there was another one. There's a Forsaken that was able to.
Oh, the Gray Man.
Yes.
He was able to what?
Like he was able to. A Forsaken was able to kind of like sneak in and like.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you mean during the attack, during the main attack?
Yeah, I remember that's when Egwene and the princess Elaine, they got stalked by somebody like that. And they came out in the hallway, he was dead on the ground. And she was like, I didn't push him that hard. Here come one of those messy acid eyes.
And I don't know what's going on with my girl, because I didn't think she. Oh, you know what? She could be a Black Aja.
Who? That acid eye that saw them in the hallway?
Because she was the one with the little person.
I don't trust anybody else besides them.
And remember when she did her little memory thing, she ruined the other girl, but she was unaffected.
Right. Everybody not. Everybody
can
not.
I say I love that ability? I love when the little I can't think of her name. She did a little hand move and like pop pop on everybody's head. I just don't know why they all they memory. That's just crazy. But yeah, that fight scene, I thought it was just like a nice horror segment. It was so good. It was scary. I can imagine being there.
Got sliced in half.
Your girl was getting towed down. Nanine or whatever her name is. She was getting.
She could have died.
Huh?
She could have died.
Yeah. Getting stabbed. Someone gets stabbed 11 times.
Yeah, and then here comes
somebody
trying to heal her up and get her off, getting her right. I'm like, please.
Let her go. She can't use no power, no way.
Ooh,
she can't use it.
Where's her accent?
That's his queen. What you mean?
She can't even use it when she's finna die.
That's
Shame
his
on
queen.
her.
Who's queen?
What's his name?
Oh, the Asian, the protector.
Yeah.
Did they have sex this season already?
No.
Oh, I thought they were doing something with each other intimate.
Land Mandragoran.
Land Mandragoran.
He gave her his mother's ring.
Oh,
he loved her.
He loved her.
Yeah, she gonna be a new queen.
Is he a king?
He is.
Yeah.
He's gonna be queen. It ain't gonna happen because look where her duties are on that picture.
And see, look at them. Those 3 queens right there. Them 3 queens right there.
They all 3 queens.
Right.
That's the charm ones.
They all the charm. That's what I'm saying. Now, Nanine, that power. I guess you feed me, baby, because you're gonna need to do something.
No,
because you can't twirl. Because last time we tried to fight, you got stabbed 17 times.
Just forever under attack. Ooh. Useless.
And I really like the new playing in this season. I like her new haircut. I like her style. But outside of that, she seems stronger and more sure of herself this season. And for them, this has been like a couple of weeks or a couple of days or whatever just happened. But she seems very sure of herself. She seems stronger. And I hope she gets to flex. King of Lost Kingdoms, of the Lost Kingdom. Well, she's gonna be queen of the Lost Kingdoms.
She said I gotta.
This okay. They're gonna repopulate it so it can be found.
Is that how that works?
I mean, she's supposed to be a wisdom. She's supposed to be being over somebody's town.
It's supposed to be a lot of things.
Right.
What is her job? Why isn't she twirling nothing?
She was a wisdom.
A wisdom Asadai?
No, she was some kind of like some wise person in a town. In the
Let me click her name. Hold on, no, I'm not doing this for her.
Weak is what they call her.
Really help us out.
Oh damn, her ability section is. Oh, there we go. Nynaeve is an extremely strong and
Oh,
powerful
Nynaeve.
samurai,
Never mind.
considered the most powerful the tower has seen in 1,000 years. Well, baby, she hasn't shown us to be that powerful so far. Her first act of conscious channeling is incredible surge of the one power that is able to heal everyone in the cave. She is also an expert in healing without the use of the one power, such as using herbs and poultices. Yeah. Her life as a wisdom has made her an expert tracker, and she has some skill with a blade. Tuh. However, since she first consciously channeled, her listening to the wind ability has been dampened.
Oh,
This has
dang.
become a full block since coming to the White Tower, and she cannot channel unless experiencing anger.
We've seen that.
I'm over it.
Useless.
I'm over it.
How you go from that girl to an annoying bitch?
Which
I mean,
other
that's great.
what other supernatural do we know where that's always like a thing? Like it doesn't really work unless I'm super angry.
Oh, a lot of them when you first get your damn powers. But what's going
Right.
on? It's season 3. You should be lifting shit, teleporting and everything.
How long y'all been away from home? Something.
Hello, Land Fear's up there making portals and dipping out, and y'all up there, y'all can't do nothing. The Forsaken is on y'all next, and y'all don't even know.
Y'all's next.
I think the Forsaken's gonna have some issues, but some interfighting.
I mean, they aren't even necessarily.
They ain't close like that.
Like they aren't even necessarily that anyway. So it's just kind of like
they're not day ones.
Whatever. Yeah, like it's kind of like whatever. We already expect them to fall apart. Honestly, I mean, we already see that they move a little shiesty or whatever, and Lanfear apparently wanted to make sure that they stay locked up in them little stones.
Well,
but now that they've broken out, we don't really know too much about them either. We didn't get very much towards the end of season 2 pertaining to what they're all about and what their real kind of goal is, or at least I can't remember what it is because, again, so many moving parts, lost in translation. But yeah, it's I can't tell whether they want him to destroy the wheel. Go ahead and sit because we ain't been sipping.
Oh yeah,
I've been sipping. I don't know what y'all.
I don't know if they want him to destroy the wheel,
they
or
do.
if they just want him to become dark, or like what is it? What is the goal? What is the goal here?
I think they have a public goal amongst themselves, and they each have individual goals that they want to have. I think Lanfear is going to align herself, which will secure the most power.
I think the idea is chaos. And if the man is
it does seem like she's trying to seduce Rand to be her lover or whatever, and trying to world or something. I don't.
Gwen is not having it.
Well, I can't tell because she up here getting strangled in her dreams and stuff. Now she a dream walker.
Get up.
The dream
Stand
walker.
up.
Now she walks dreams.
She can't even hug her man no more.
Right.
They're giving Egwene some real power, and they keep doing it. Every time we turn around, she can do something else new.
Everything I'm reading says that. I'm looking at Elaine, the redhead, the other queen up there, and it says that she's as equally as powerful as Egwene. And she's a great healer, and her ability is creating different weaves. She created a weave to make beer. She was the first one to do a healing weave. She saved Bran at the end last season.
Get a bust down, 40-inch.
She probably you see her hair be laid every time you see her hair is laid. And we found out this season she gets a love interest.
Oh yes, first episode.
Oh yeah. Do we need a commercial or are we good?
Let me do a quick commercial.
Yeah. And then we can dive into episode 2 when we come back.
Purr.
All right. We'll be back.
Get ready, Cam, because you're leading episode 2.
Oh.
Not surprised.
We'll be back, y'all.
But like, you can tell the difference when somebody of color and culture, our culture, write something, and when they don't. Even if we're in front of the screen, you can tell how they write those characters, whether or not it's genuine and authentic to our experiences.
Exactly.
You can tell when a writer is very
Yes,
pale.
you can tell.
Very much so. Yep.
Even being like the nuances and the small details and how people respond and how your conversation flows. Like we talk to each other a certain way. Like and we want to see ourselves represented on screen, but we also want to make sure that representation is genuine and authentic.
And make sure you check out Scream Queens every Wednesday for the month of March, celebrating Women's History Month. Our wonderful Ricky is up there doing her thing. I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
I'm so proud. And being very shady. So she is everything is rubbed off. I'm so proud. She's very shady on Scream Queens.
I'm trying not to be.
No, please. More.
This Wednesday we're talking about Black women in fantasy. And I'm excited about that. And I know technically we're supposed to be talking about horror, but I feel like horror and fantasy and supernatural all kind of like dibble-dabble intertwine a lot.
Yeah.
So
I agree. It's perfect. So come and hang out with us, and Ricky will be in first cheer that episode. Go, girl. And we're back. Cam, tell us about episode 2.
Episode 2. It was a question of Crimson. So in this one, we got to meet the Queen of Andor, who is Elaine's mom. And we also started off with that little flashback, which was kind of cool to see. I guess her mom kind of ascend to the throne after a tumultuous time, a war of sorts between the families, and her saying that she would forgive them, and them kneeling down and apologizing, and then her saying, "Well, you can't have this succession battle happen again, so I'm still gonna kill you," and then killed them all. Crazy times.
Is that the wedding?
No, that wasn't the wedding. That was like right in the land of Andor, and you come into the chamber and you have those 3 banners, and she's sitting there with her pregnant belly, because that's where Elaine is, in her stomach. They just finished, I guess, the conclusion of the war, and she's going on her. It establishes the tension of their land and how she unified it, and then when we jump to the present, we kind of learn that there is a threat to the throne for it. So we still don't know what that threat looks like, what that is, or whatnot, but we already have that little seed planted just from that opening. But it was kind of cool to see that, and to meet her brothers, and to just kind of get a sense of the royal family. Matt twirled those brothers down with that pole. He said, even though y'all's taking all the Astadias and this tower's attentions, and y'all banging them and doing what I want to do, that's fine. Before we leave out this room, I'm gonna tap both of y'all twice. What's up?
And know that. Okay.
And he twirled the life out of them. You hear me? He knocked one of them out and then lightly tapped the last one. It was a great moment. I love who he is and how he's established himself now in the season. Like we don't have him necessarily dealing too much with the darkness from touching the cursed item in season 2. I think that was season 2.
That was 1.
Was it 1?
Past season. In a past season, he picked up the knife.
Yeah, one of those seasons, he dealt with that knife. I really feel like it was the beginning of 2, and then that was like a theme across the season, season 2, whatever. Yeah, he was creative. He resisted touching the knife when that one man thought he did.
And he put it on the end of that stick. Yeah.
Stick. He was very clever, and that's what kept him, from going all the way down into the darkness.
That's
So
the
to
journey.
see him now in season 3, after he has recognized that he has purpose and he has more direction, seeing how he kind of establishes himself more has been very interesting. And then you know that he's still dealing with like these voices and they're trying to find a way to heal him or quiet them or whatever. So I thought that journey was pretty cool too. What else occurred in this episode? So the queen did leave her daughter. She let her daughter stay because her daughter also had to fight for her rights in a sense because her mom essentially came to take her away because of the threat to the throne. And when she disappeared at the end of season 2 to go on that little journey or whatever, and the Emmeline seat wouldn't tell her what the tea was.
So she pulled up.
Mama wasn't having it.
She had post up.
She did. And then she brought one of my favorite actresses, y'all. This woman is in everything. She's in everything. Her real name is Shohare Agraslo. She plays Alada Don Avrini. She's a fortune teller, just like the Asian lady. She's Middle Eastern. She has a speaking voice that you will know anytime you hear her.
Elada is her name? Okay. She used to be a red Aja, and she was supposed to be in seat 2. Well, she went up against Sion Swan
and lost.
What do you say her name?
Suan.
Yeah. That's how you say it, Suan.
That's what it looks
I
like.
like Suan. Let's call her Suan.
Yeah. She manipulated some things herself with the red Ajas. I don't know how I feel about that.
Man, I bet you them red Ajas feel like chumps. To be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
This show is slowly becoming like Game of Thrones because they have all these different things going on, and that's what made Game of Thrones so cool, but also hard to digest. I think they need a little tweaking internally on some things, like the showrunner of this show, to tighten it up a little bit. But it's a lot of information, it's a lot of people, it's a lot of story, and I don't feel like how many episodes we get? 10?
Less than that.
8?
How many are we getting?
Yeah, I can tell. I know that.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
We're getting
8 episodes. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that's big enough to tell the story they need to tell. I didn't mean to get off subject, sorry, but I was just thinking about all these different characters that some of them seem important. Then we got to see the other seer again for the first time this season. So that was nice.
Oh God, not time travel.
The multiverse.
Oh my gosh.
It is called Wheel of Time.
Hello.
I mean, the thing is, it wouldn't piss me off in this show because of the type of show it is.
No, it wouldn't.
I'd be okay with it. I'm like, okay, cool. As long as we got some purpose here.
I'm sure someone dies and they try to fix it. But I like this actress has been in so many cool. She was in X-Men Last Stand. X-Men Last Stand. And I can't think of anything else, but she always plays these roles, and I know her voice anytime I hear it, and I love it. And this is the true statement. One of my characters in my graphic novel is based off her and drawn off her.
Okay.
I said one of my characters, she plays the provost at this private school, is drawn off her and based off of her. I love this lady. She's scary.
Okay.
That's all.
Right.
Red Asha.
So after we deal with the whole Elada manipulating the red Aja to get the current seat holder after Leandrin bitch ass ran away with her black Aja. You got that other girl who's a Red Aja kind of about to be manipulated for Elena's own means, whatever they may be. And then you have Rand and his crew with Egwene and Moraine and Lan and Vienda going to Ale Wasteland, or Ale Waste, whatever it's called, that place, because that's where he's supposed to unite or destroy their people with their prophecy. Whatever prophecy they got for him. And so that is where Lanfear and Moraine kind of want him to go. And I guess they're going to see what happens. But their conversation was interesting. Moraine and Rand's, when he was talking about his access to the one power and how one side, he showed the red part, and he was like how it was kind of sweet and connecting and so on and so forth. But then that dark part was like bitter, and but he didn't want to let it go, and so on and so forth. So having those two powers kind of, I guess, within him, and him kind of explaining that, or Moraine kind of realizing what exactly he's experiencing, but she can't actually relate to the second half. I'm wondering what that's kind of stirring up in her mind and how she's going to approach whatever is to come. And then, but we do find out that Egwene is the one who kind of told the AO wise one that she saw in her dream, who said, like, you're not supposed to be here, after she got when she was getting choked out in her dream. When she left that dream immediately and was standing in that desert, and she was standing in front of that woman who was like, "Oh, who are you? Not supposed to be here." And then when they moved ahead a little bit, and somebody said, "Who did you tell we were coming here?" One of the other little assassin girls with them. That's new. I didn't make that connection, but that's how they knew, because she dream walked. That's how they knew to meet them, and they were coming.
That went over my head big time. And that's why we have to watch. You can't just watch these episodes once, y'all, for real.
Right. Honestly, like, I love the show, but I also, like, I have to watch episodes like 2 or 3 times to catch all the things.
Yes, to catch the things, for sure.
Honestly, a lot of it's a blur because so much is happening. I remember the most important parts of these things. And I know I enjoyed watching it when I was not on my phone, but I enjoyed watching every single one of these episodes. Which episode? I keep bringing this up. When is the blood wedding? That's episode 3?
Episode 3.
Okay, never mind.
And then so you have that group doing that stuff in the desert. And then you have the other group who is back in Two Rivers.
In my defense, it's always late at night when I watch it, so leave me alone. It's usually bedtime.
The black girls are with the locks and the hoods, and like it should be outside. They're in the Two Rivers.
No, they're Ale. Oh no, the other two girls. Yeah, they're in Two Rivers. Yeah,
with Wolfman.
Okay,
that's okay. I'm following that. Egwene and Rand are
in Ale Waste with the Desert Walkers, with the clan, the actual clan. They're headed towards where he's supposed to fulfill another prophecy.
Sure. And where is Nanine and
White Tower?
And they're at the White Tower, but they're supposed to be training.
She's supposed to be training. Get her shit together.
They're headed to
find Leandrin in the Dark Aja or the Black Aja.
Do what?
Yeah, I forgot what that place that they're going to is called.
Is she with the other? I can't remember the. Dang, I hate this. There's so many names.
So Sue-Ann tasked Nynaeve and Elaine with investigating the Black Aja.
And trying to figure out, and well, essentially they were supposed to be trying to figure out who else in the tower is Black Aja.
Right.
But then after they discover in that little room before that Grey Walker comes to get them, after they discover the the documents about the artifacts, that is when they kind of shift gears. Okay. Especially after they talk to that Aes Sedai, and they're like, she didn't ask how this person got stabbed, like she didn't care about blah 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 blah. And so she's like, we can't stay here. Exactly. That's when he was like, we can't stay here, so we got to skedaddle. And so them and Matt and the other seer who happens to tag along at the very end without to.
You said what?
Without being asked to. She ends up tagging along with them, and they're going to some port or something. Wherever the red wedding happens, that's where they're going.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so in Two Rivers, they're dealing with like some Trolloc attacks, and whatnot, and the White Cloaks as well.
Does my man got super healing? Because I know he got stabbed.
Tanchico, that's what it's called. Tanchico.
Yes, that's it. That's what it is. Tanchico. It's called. Yes.
Who's on the Tanchico?
Elaine.
Okay. Because they're with Matt.
And Elaine did kiss one of the girls with.
Sure did.
Okay.
Yeah, Elaine kissed one of the girls with Egwene and Rand. I think her name is Avienda. Avienda.
Oh, you did that. All right, there we go. Trending. There we go. Okay, I needed pictures. I can now. Okay.
So yeah, they're dealing with the Trolloc attacks in Two Rivers. And I guess they kidnapped some family trying to draw out Perrin or whatever. Because I guess they feel some type of way because of when he killed that old man in the battle at the end of season 2. I guess his nephew or whatever, or his son maybe, was screaming when he was getting pulled away. Yeah, I'm guessing that he wants to kill Perrin or whatever, of course, assumedly. Well, that one black guy, the other witch hunter.
Oh, I love him. What's his name?
He's funny.
It's something rude. The White Cloaks.
Yeah.
So Billy.
Please, F them White Cloaks.
Well, people know the White Cloaks. You can't trust them.
So Stuart Graham, Jeffrey Bornhall.
What's his name in this?
Jeffrey Bornhall. Yeah.
Oh, Perrin's wife was killed season 1, and now they're returning back.
That's the one. Yeah.
That was
when he guessed that wedding ring got broken when he was catching them axes.
And
he caught one with his bare hand, and it sliced that ring in half.
That's a strong axe, y'all. So
sad for him.
Yeah.
It wasn't his wedding night that she was killed. It was just that night where
the attack happened.
The attack. Yeah, Egwene had just did the leap in the water.
Yeah, and I remember her fighting well.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just didn't make it in that cabin or whatever they're staying in.
The shop.
So Perrin and them also end up meeting Alana and her warder Moxim, the one that lost Yvonne. And so they're in Two Rivers. I still don't quite understand why. And I don't understand how. Because I didn't quite understand what happened after episode 1 that they ended up in Two Rivers. I don't remember them talking about that. Probably something that I have to watch again to pick up on. Because she looks so different. She looked so different that I was like, "Who's this?" And I was like, "Oh wait, my girl." and her warder, and they're there grieving, and I guess her and Perrin kind of bond for a moment over that.
The Fail Bashir.
Who that?
I'm looking at the descriptions. Now I gotta look it up.
Who that is?
Yeah, Fail Bashir befriends I'm looking it up. Give me a second.
The youngest son from Empire?
No. Quit it.
His name is close.
Let's
It
see.
is. Oh, this picture of Rand looks real good. Come on, Rand, what you gonna become? Let me just go ahead and get this tea. Let me get these books together.
You gonna be a wheel breaker?
Ooh.
Yep. Then he go get killed. Well, finally we understand the. Oh, you did say wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, we understand the goal of the Black or Dark Aja, and honestly, I don't think it's wrong.
What is their goal?
I think we
To
get to
cage the dragon.
We can't talk about it yet. But the artifacts they stole is for a reason. And remember, they're looking for another piece of the artifact.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And we're not there yet. I can't spoil it because we haven't got to episode 3.
We are kind of talking about
we're practically there. I pretty much just summed it.
Okay, cool. Well,
any highlights for anyone from episode 2 at
everything
all?
comes together for me. So now,
So how do you pronounce this name? Makeden?
Makeden. Whose?
So that's one of the Forsaken, the one female Forsaken that we see.
Oh, hold on, let me look.
She's real creepy, but she's awesome. I like her so much.
Oh, the one who kind of gives you spider vibes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that one.
He is creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. I know I probably shouldn't. Makeden. Yeah, I kind of like her.
I don't like her. I don't like any of the Forsaken.
You don't like Lanfear?
I don't like them at all.
He said, "F them," and their mamas too.
Oh, yes, we do. We're not worried about spoilers. We're just trying to talk about the episodes in sequence.
Oh yeah, but for me, everything comes together. But the goal is to trap the dragon, and so they have these slave collars from last season. But apparently, this one is really strong and is old and ancient, and magic doesn't work on it. So they're gonna do it to Rand. But I'm sure it's going to be put on Lanfear or something like that. Something, or a Suan, somebody that doesn't need, it won't be Bran that wears it.
Right.
And if it is, he won't have it on long.
Huh.
Billy, can you tell us who gets this collar?
Gwen won't have it.
Oh, no. Gwen's sick of it. Because apparently she's about to be Queen Mother soon, and then
look, she just needs to let that D go. Just let it go.
No, because even in the picture behind me, they pulled up on Bran in the bathtub. I mean,
by the lake.
In the lake, washing up, and he got this.
Baby, he wasn't even washing up. He was just there babbling.
Babbling.
He's got the this curl bob. He got
this dark white Hollywell hair. It's just like
he's gone mad. He's gone mad.
Mm-hmm. Screaming at folks to bow down. Hell no.
He's got the mad weary.
What happens if you break the wheel? Drink.
Chaos ensues from what they say.
Time doesn't matter. Billy, tell us about Bran. Does he get collared? You know what we're talking about. The Dark Aja are looking for the other piece of the collar so they can do the little boop, memory wipe, boop, 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 boop. Oh, Perrin was white in the books. Oh. I guess it doesn't matter.
They all were, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Well, I mean, all the pictures I've seen.
Nanine. Well, they did great casting, honestly. Okay, can I now talk about the wedding?
Go for it.
So, our favorite character,
girl,
Leandria. Our favorite character, I know her name. Our favorite character, Leandria, decides to get beat and put on a red dress and walk into this place of her baby daddy's wedding. And he didn't think she was about that business. And he thought it was gonna be a normal wedding. And her and the Aja came in, and when she ripped out his heart, I was like, this is extreme. And then she said, don't hold back. Baby, all you heard was screaming and blood and slicing and people getting thrown. But my question
What kills me is apparently that's supposed to have been her ex-husband's grandson.
Oh, I thought that was her ex-husband.
No.
That wasn't her baby daddy?
Not at all.
Yikes.
That was a descendant.
Oh, so she's mad at him?
that was offspring. Well, her husband was already dead, and so, but she's mad at the fact that the lineage is continuing with this behavior of marrying underage girls and having their way, marrying underage girls, treating them horribly, having their way, basically putting them into a life of servitude.
Yeah, concubine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so she went there. I mean, so is that a valid mission to go and do right? Is that not okay?
I don't know why she had to kill everybody why everybody in there had to die. I guess because
How
they
did
were
we get in
supporting
this?
it. I guess because they were there, and so it was kind of like them supporting it.
And it's a witness, and we don't leave witnesses.
I guess.
But why didn't they just? Why didn't they just? Why didn't they just take the girl with them instead of like erasing her memories completely?
Probably because they didn't want her to remember the things that she had been through, and they just want to utilize her for whatever means they want to utilize her for. I guess.
I hope they take her with them and train her.
That I think that was. I mean, she's not leaving that girl alone. I think the goal was for her to come with them for whatever reason. Who knows? Because we still don't quite understand what's going on and what even made her come to just that particular ceremony. How she even knew it was happening. None of that. We don't know none of her motivations to even showing up at this location. I don't know. It was kind of
because the larger scheme of things. How important is that? How important is this wedding versus everything else you're planning to execute?
Which is what I would like to know. Why was this so significant that this occurred? Like what information are we supposed to get here that is of importance later? Besides your descendant or a descendant of your husband, where are we? What are we doing here?
I think it's comeuppance, and it just so happened to be in the city she needed to go to find the rest of this collar or the other piece of the collar. So while I'm in town, I might as well ruin this wedding and go look for what I'm here for. Okay, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Stop.
I still think it's crazy to split your focus when you got a whole mission about taming the dragon, which sounds like a task. And you can't kill him. I mean, you could, but he's just going to be reborn.
Right.
So keep him captive for years. What is the goal?
Well, it's not the first time they hold a guy captive because they thought he was the dragon.
Okay, breaking the wheel. Take a drink, Billy. It's your fault.
Time is circular.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
History is prophecy, just depending on your perspective. If you break the wheel, time stops existing. But then it reforms. So if you break the wheel, there's lots of drinking going on here. You can stop things from happening, but then it will happen again anyway when the wheel repairs itself.
So what are we trying to prevent by breaking this object that spins? What does it do for you?
I don't know why we're here. I'm just here for the ride. I'm just here for the ride.
I'm here for a good time. I don't work here.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about what's really going on.
Don't piss me off and cut this show off before we get something. But honestly,
I'm surprised this has lasted this long.
True. And honestly, the way the pacing is this season, I think we will get a payoff. But depending on how this goes, this could be it, y'all. 3 seasons is healthy in 2025. Okay.
On Prime, shit.
Oh, with Prime, I feel like they're gonna finish. They're gonna try and finish it out.
You know what?
It's since it's a big book series undertaking.
Yeah. They did call it their Game of Thrones in the beginning.
So in Prime defense, because Prime has done a little bit better with at least giving you 4 to 5 seasons of some of their shows. Mm-hmm. So Mrs. Maisel, I think, had like 4 seasons. The Boys has 4 seasons and a spinoff. So maybe it'll be okay. Yeah. It should be. Looking at you, HBO Max.
They might try to wrap it up by the 4th season, but I mean, we're definitely getting another season after this. I mean, but that's the worst case scenario. And if they try to wrap it up by the 4th season, I feel like it's fine because, well, for me anyway, because one, I haven't read the books, and two, there's probably a lot of the side stories that don't necessarily contribute to the primary plot that we could cut up.
Yeah,
tons of them.
Not care about.
You know, when you do adaptations, you do exactly that. You eat the meat and spit out the bone, combine characters, 2 or 3 of them, and then make one great character out of those characters and share those storylines. And honestly, at first, Elaine, that was going to happen to her, but they made her a character. I think I'm going to root for her now. Elaine, princess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like her actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan. I became a fan of hers at the end of the last season and then this season.
Yeah.
She's very much like when she knows what she wants, she's gonna get it. She's gonna make she's gonna make shit happen. You tell her, like, even from when her and Nynaeve were about to fall out because she said she was going home. So they were whatever. Oh, wow.
I mean, it's a lot. It's like if you look it up, like, there's a lot of content for this series. It's
you just pick it up where he left off, and
yeah, like I'm pretty sure this gives Game of Thrones its run for its money as far as like the amount of stories.
Yeah, I'm sure I could have some fun with this. That would make me have to read every book, but sure.
Exactly. Do your research, you know.
I need 6 months to a year for this. So I need to be in a cabin.
Like there's a prequel and like
14, my god.
Yeah, and like there's 14 novels.
Can y'all bring in consultants? I don't want to do this.
There's a graphic novel version.
Okay.
Oh wow, really, Billy? Yeah. That's crazy. See, Billy, you should be up here telling us all these little tidbits. This is kind of cool. Yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah.
You know who I missed? Things we didn't know.
This is what I missed. Julian would have been the one to also
fun facts.
Yes,
because our resident vampire is supposed to be here too. You know, he would have a couple of tidbits.
Yeah,
Nosferatu said he was busy.
Yeah, you know, he probably had to replenish his blood supply. You know,
for sure. I know that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. Can't tell me otherwise.
Correct.
So 3 episodes, one night. You need multiple nights to watch it.
Yeah.
What are we wanting from the rest of the season? Well, before we get there, how are we feeling just overall about the first 3 episodes? And let's rate. No, how are we feeling about the first 3 episodes? Just
I am. I'm ready for whatever they got going on right now. I enjoy the opening scene. I think that's a lot of power and magic to throw out in the first 10 minutes, and I want more of that.
Why do we get that way? Why, once they give us a little bit of magic, we want y'all to be twirling the whole time? Yes, we do. Wait, where's our girl though? She's the main character. I think she saved Sue Ann. What
do you mean save her?
Bran. She's been mentoring Bran the whole time.
Moraine?
Yeah,
I said to her.
She's been there.
Moraine?
She doesn't feel like she's present. She is there, but it doesn't feel like she's there. It feels like she's just Giles in season 4. Like, I'm just.
Oh no!
To be fair,
London.
Her and Lan were not heavily present in these 3 episodes. To be fair,
yeah.
Oh, I like.
Agreed. It is a pretty good show when you're not getting lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
They have it's some great acting going on, great special effects, great action sequences. There's good
crazy world
storytelling.
building.
Oh, that's all it is.
Yeah,
and it's just busy as hell. It's just busy.
Like, and all the like the critiques that we have for it, if you just we can look at this and say this is actually something that has tremendous potential, and it feels like this is a great show, but it's just so much to absorb. This is just me talking. It just feels like it's so much to absorb, but I can look at it and say this is a good show. I know it's a good show. It's just that I want them to drop all the episodes so I can just watch it and watch it.
Yeah, you have to sit and watch. You really have to.
Review.
This is definitely not one of those like background noise. Comfort
No,
like I gotta.
That's what got me.
I gotta be fully engaged, and I would, and I think that's part of the reason why I hold off on watching some of the episodes sometimes, because I want to watch it when I am fully engaged and awake, and like I can absorb everything. So it's hard to keep up with it sometimes.
Hell, it's a little hard to be fully engaged these days into a show.
That too.
Like especially when it's a lengthy show and it's as busy as this one. Like Solo Leveling, the anime that I watch, they're usually about 30 to 40 minutes long, if that. And then of course there may be like one or two commercials, if that. So when you're looking at a show that's about an hour and some change long,
look, this thing's been like legit like 69 minutes.
It's a little hard
to charger and just leave it there and just sit here in this bed and watch the show.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
You really have to put your phone on the charger like across the room. You got to put your phone in it when you're going to watch this show. Like, but then it's hard to be locked into shows like that these days for sure. Whether
and I
they're
don't
good
know
or
why,
not.
because we came from that generation where we could literally just do that. Like teenage me watching this show, you couldn't probably keep me off of it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's a good show.
I've been talking about Landfair all night. I haven't even looked my girl up.
You can talk about that bitch.
I love her.
That black slick back, the oil slick hair.
Maybe didn't she come back with a new dude? She got the slick back. She is
just always look
Natasha O'Keefe.
Just look crazy.
It's just like we see, because I think that the main characters will be the new Forsaken, but they won't be bad. Yeah. There's just gonna be Brand's crew that needs to be having his back.
Why is his name Brand and not Rand?
It's Rand.
It's Rand. Brand is from Game of Thrones. Brand the Broken. That's from Game of Thrones.
Brand Althor. Oh, Brand. That is probably why I got a Game of Thrones. That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's literally Brand the Broken.
So I was just reading about the Forsaken, right? And then they are known to be some of the most powerful channelers in history. And all of them were Aes Sedai's.
Them dang Aes Sedai.
But it's so interesting to have two males, or are they men? Or are they glamored as men? I don't know. It's just very interesting. I think no men could be Aes Sedai.
Or are they their protectors?
Oh, hold on. Let me give you more clarity.
Who knows? Because you got one who's active, who's actually a Moghedien.
Okay.
Moghedien is with Leandrin's crew as their servant. And they don't even know it yet.
No.
This says the Forsaken are some of the most powerful channelers to have ever lived. All of them were Aes Sedai from the Age of Legends who chose to turn to the shadow. Each individual Forsaken swore oath to the Dark One for their own reason, with the most enticing being the gift of immortality.
Thank you. Thank you for that insight.
See, that type of stuff I love. That's why you read books. They're books for these things, because that's that they won't give us until probably next season. Or actually maybe this season, honestly, because they
probably gave it to us early.
They probably did. It's probably offhanded comments. Quite honestly.
Oh, one of those conversations in those taverns that we don't listen to all the way? Okay, yeah.
It's probably like one of those offhanded comments that you really got to pay attention to really catch all the details.
I can almost guarantee they probably mentioned that in season 1 when they were establishing like the
That's
entire
probably episode 2.
I'm almost certain that it was, but thank you, Billy, because that's what was confusion. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What enemy tainted the dark one? Is the dark one that tainted the part of the weave? Like how? Like Billy, give us more.
This is not spoilers. This is context, and even if you give us a spoiler, we'll be fine.
Right.
Ishmael, I guess he was the one who got killed last season.
Mm.
Rand realizes he is the Dragon Reborn and enters. Oh, this is season 1. I'm giving you. Yes, the dark one.
Yeah.
Wow. Now we're watching a brand new show that we don't know about.
Thank you for so much perspective, Billy.
Thank you. You are our resident guru. Season 1.
Dark one come from? How did it happen?
Who is the dark one? Is that Darth Vader?
Like, did he just turn dark? Did the dark one just like turn
y'all
dark?
Y'all better look on that Wikipedia page.
I'm about to tell y'all.
It's Rumpelstiltskin.
It is Rumpelstiltskin. With the dark one beginning to stir,
it's Mr. Gold. Oh my God!
Ishmael begins to touch.
We found another connection.
Ishmael, I think he's the one who got killed last season.
Oh, so you trying to tell me that one of them portals takes you to Once Upon a Time?
And the fairy tale, Once Upon a Time. Yeah.
You saw they dipped up out of there just like Regina. Oof, out of
there. All connected.
Multiverse.
It's all connected.
Multiverse. Mm-hmm. Yep, there it is.
Ishmael, is he the one who died last season?
I believe so.
The Forsaken that they got together in.
Oh, he was Forsaken? I thought he was reincarnated.
No, Ishmael is that's him. Mm. He begins to touch the dreams of the youth from Two Rivers, who may be reincarnations of Luz Theron Telemon, Rand al'Thor, Mat Cauthon. Rand realizes the Dragon Reborn and enters the Blight. I didn't mean to do that. You did. Okay. Yeah. And realizes the Dragon Reborn and enters the Blight with Moraine. Moraine. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm. No, I feel like if you go back to those flashbacks of Once Upon a Time, Billy, it kind of works.
Yeah, I mean, how you gonna be fine with a Star Wars crossover? That don't even make sense.
I mean, Andor.
For a Once Upon a Time crossover, like, come on.
Look, Regina's
magic, curses, spells, time travel,
wheels. Okay, so I'm going to skip to season 2 because this is all about the Forsaken.
Take a sip. You said wheel.
I did.
In season 2, instead of defeating Ishmael, the confrontation at the Eye of the World has truly set him free. He meets with the Dark Friends and a Black Aja to anticipate the coming struggle against the light, and also influences the invasions of the Westlands. Ishmael is also able to free the Forsaken Lanfear from her seal. Hey, girl. She poses as Celine. Okay, it's coming back.
Yes, okay. I remember what's going on a little bit more.
She was flirting with Rand. I mean, Rand
the Broken.
Okay, Moraine comes to realize that the man at the Eye of the World was truly Ishmael, and that she and Rand inadvertently set him loose instead of defeating him. She also comes to the possession of a poem, which turns out to be a prophecy that Lanfear is free again, and she leaves in search of Rand. Upon finding Rand again in Kinslayer dagger, Moraine stabs Celine and tells Rand that she is Lanfear.
Yes. Okay.
So we have Grendel, Ishmael, who's dead, Lanfear, Moghedien, Raven, Samael, Simmerhaj, and one more male Forsaken. These are Forsaken.
Mm-hmm.
It's 8 of them. Well, 7 now since Ishmael's gone.
And see, I could have sworn I remember Ishmael being a reincarnation of a close friend to the original dragon. But who knows? I don't know. Anyway. Yes, but that stuff that you mentioned does sound familiar. I only watched the last 2 episodes of the last season before watching this one. When I probably should have watched the whole entire again, but it didn't come to my mind.
I honestly depended on previously on Wheel of Time to help me with this, but take a sip.
And even then, I thought that
more.
I thought that was going to be enough, and it was
no, ma'am.
No,
not at all. Are we excited moving forward to for the rest of the season?
More than I am for Daredevil. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm with you. I am way more excited than this than Daredevil, and when we have our staff meeting, we will tell you guys what we will cover next. We don't currently know now.
Daredevil.
We do have to come back there.
By
that point, we got like 2 more episodes to cover.
It's even Daredevil's going to have a series review.
No, me, we got double feature teas.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't even cross over. Any final thoughts about the rolling objects that's on cars uptime? Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I enjoyed these 3 episodes. I do want them to not be as busy or try to find a way to be more streamlined in their busyness, because the hopping and jumping around from place to place, it's giving me whiplash. Yeah, it's giving me whiplash. It's a lot of characters to remember.
Yeah.
So that's also like it feels like an MMORPG, and
yes, it does.
How did we do that? How did we do this with Game of Thrones? Because Game of Thrones was like that too.
I wouldn't know because I didn't
review Game of Thrones either. I wasn't here for that, but
no, I mean, like, like, how did you like watch and keep up with all the stuff for Game of Thrones? Because I promise you, like, they had just as many like characters and like maybe not as many storylines that were going on all at once. But
it's the showrunner.
I think Game of Thrones, in essence, from what I understand from others, is I think it was a little bit more streamlined in a sense, and you were dealing with families, so you were dealing with large groups of people.
Oh yeah. They did better at organizing. Yeah, that's a really good point. You had Westeros, you had all the different towns.
And also, I guess because you had direct line with you could have direct line with the author. And in this case, you can't.
Yeah. I think moving forward, since everyone's breaking off into factions, I think we could review based off character groupings. And maybe that will even help us stay streamlined through the plots if we just focus on like the groupings.
Yeah.
Like Game of Thrones, the groups.
Yeah.
Ricky, tell everyone where they can find you if they want to reach you.
You can find me at RickyZ_social and on Instagram and Twix, also known as X. And then you can also find me at Ricky_ZTV on the TikTok. And then you can also find me on Scream Queens this Wednesday.
Yeah.
Talking about Black girls in fantasy.
Yes, come on. Represent for the ladies.
And you can find me here on Geeking Out on Scream Kings. Today is St. Patrick's Day, so please check out my guest spot on Bloody Disgusting, talking about St. Patty's Day horror and some other cool topics.
You talked about the leprechaun?
Get that off this box.
1 and 2, 3.
Donnie, I'm not dead. It's just a little creak in your neck. And yes, Cam.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at Cadence Third World. You can find me on Facebook at Cadence Nova Kane and on Instagram at Nova_Kane with the 3 where the E should be.
And we are
Geeking
Out.
And we will geek with y'all again next week. Love you, man.
Same time, same place.